Hi, it's Raina. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to continue on with the Playful season. Under the Fun to Play page, we're going to go to Playful Chatter. And we just have a couple more here. So let's start with the unfinished story. So I tracked it there on the map and it's at the Stoneville Market. So let's go there. So I just need to turn around and go this way. Priscilla. We're going to talk to Priscilla. What a poetic fairy tale. After reading it, I couldn't help but be deeply enchanted by its plot for a long time, and even now I still find myself reflecting on it with deep emotion. A fairy apprentice chasing her dream, a prince in lonely slumber within a castle, a surreal journey across the Dreamville. How romantic. That sounds so familiar. Are you talking about Dreamville Tales? That's right. You, the girl radiating with romantic charm, and this adorable little kitten. Have you ever read this beautiful fairy tale? We just read this book not long ago, and we even got to experience some of its plots firsthand. Experienced for yourselves? I totally get the feeling. Sometimes I wish I could Sometimes I wish I could step into the pages myself and live those magical stories. But back on topic, since you read the story, how about a romantic quiz on Dreamville Tales, just like the story itself? We can dive into the details and explore the charm of the book's plots. What do you think? I know, a classic quiz game? Let's do this. Answering 3 questions in a row, quickfire style? No problem, we've got this. With that kind of confidence, you must know the ins and outs of Dreamville Tales by heart. Of course, a little recap of the story wouldn't hurt. Let's dive back into the enchanting world of the book before the quiz begins. After all, the romantic chapters are always ready to be savored and admired for their endless charm. So an unfinished story, a random quest has just been started. Are you ready to revisit the romantic chapters of the story and dive into a quiz game? We're ready. I'm ready, full of confidence. I love your confidence. Alright, let's kick off the Dreamville Tales quiz. Here's the first question. What color is Luluco's hair? Red. I remember it's red. That's right, red hair is Luluco's most distinctive feature. This easy question definitely couldn't throw you off. Now, on to the second question. As this poetic fairy tale reaches its beautiful conclusion, who ultimately becomes a proper fairy? Luluco. Correct. It was Luluco. In the end, she achieved her dream and became a proper fairy. It's time for the final question. Let's revisit the story. In the book, what rating did Luluco receive in the beginner's magic test? 60 points failing. 60 points failing. Perfect answer. Although Luluco scored 60 points, the full score was 500, so she actually failed the test. You answered 3 questions correctly in a row. Impressive. You do know the story very well. Speaking of which, after finishing this fairy tale, for a long time I couldn't shake off a feeling of melancholy and loss lingering in my chest. I understand that feeling. Maybe it's because the story was so captivating, you just didn't want it to end. Yes, exactly. Even though the quiz is over, a beautiful story never truly ends. The ink has dried on the pages, but the soul of the story doesn't end with the final period. it transforms into the flickering light at the tip of a pen or the gentle breeze that sweeps across your heart. I believe it will always remain vibrant in the author's words, in another parallel time or world, and in the hearts of you, me, and every reader. Accept these small rewards. Let them serve as a little keepsake from this quiz, a tribute to every story that never truly ends. Alright, so we got some diamonds. So I hope that helps you with your game, and if it does, please leave it a like. Thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.